Shalom, everyone, and welcome back after all the holidays. I hope you all recovered from it. For us, it was a beautiful, beautiful holiday experience, and we'll never forget it. It was quite different than we're used to because of the virus situation. It was quite different, but we got through it, and I think it was more meaningful in many respects than ever before. This parsha, this Shabbos, is called Shabbos Bereshis, the Shabbos of the parsha of Bereshis that we read, the beginning of the Torah. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and therefore the Shabbos is called Shabbos Bereshis, the Shabbos of Parsha Bereshis. So, interesting thing is, of course, the main theme of this Shabbos is creation. How God created the world, something from nothing, Yesh Me'ayin, or in Latin, I guess, ex nihilo, something from nothing, something which is impossible for a human being to do. We all make things, of course, we create things, but we do it from something else. We take some stone and we make an implement out of it. We take wood and we make a table out of it. Whatever it is that we make, whatever we produce, we always start with something. God created the world from absolute nothingness, from completely nothingness. As we say in Hebrew, yesh, something, me'ayin, from nothing. And our purpose is to return back the something and put it back into the state of spirituality, of nothingness from which it came. And how do we do that? Through the performance of mitzvahs. By doing a mitzvah with physical objects, we return the physical object back to its original source in godliness. We fulfill the purpose of that physical object, whether it's a table, a chair, or us, for that matter. The purpose of an object, the purpose of everything in the physical world is fulfilled through doing a mitzvah with it and returning it back to the state of godliness. The Rebbe talks about actually the fact that creation did not just happen once upon a time, but creation is ongoing. It's always going. As we say in our prayers, God in his kindness and his goodness renews for us each and every day the act of creation. Creation is an ongoing process happening all the time. The Alter Rebbe, the founder of the Chabad movement, learned it not every single day, but every single moment. Every single moment, creation is being renewed all the time. And if God wanted to destroy the world, if he wanted to cause the world not to exist anymore, all he would need to do is remove his life-giving force of the world, and the world would completely go into nothingness once again. So continually, God is renewing the act of creation. And we are partners with God in the act of creation. And therefore, being partners with God, we help to create. We help this creative process go. Now, during the holidays, we spent a great deal of time in close proximity to God through eating in a sukkah and through spending a lot of time in the synagogue and through dancing with the Torah and spending time with the Torahs and Torah study, etc., etc. We became very close to God during that time. We became partners with God during that time as well. And being partners with God, we shared with God his ongoing creation of the world on a continuous basis. The Rebbe points out that there are two types of creation. There's the old creation, the way it originally was, and there's a new creation, which happens each and every moment, every single day. And the fact is, we are part of both of those. As far as the original creation of the world is concerned, the whole purpose of the world is for Torah, to study Torah, to observe Torah, to have meaning in the world, in other words. To have meaning for us in the world is the purpose of life, the purpose of existence. The purpose of existence is not just to go out and have a fun time, but the purpose of the world is to make the world into a better place. To enhance the world, to make the world into a better place for us, to correct the world, to purify the world, and tikkun olam, to make the world into a better place. That's the old creation. But what about the new creation? What is the new creation all about? Well, for that, the new creation means that every single moment we are embarking on a new goal, a new program, a new project, something to make the world better in a brand new way. And we see that all the time. When this terrible virus hit us, so immediately our leaders in power and our scientists came out and they said, we have to start a vaccine. And we need to do it in record time. No time in history have they ever produced vaccines in such a quick time like they're producing them right now. They're expecting them to be ready very, very shortly, even perhaps before the end of the year. But even if it'll take a little bit longer than that, everyone is confident that there will be a vaccine. How in the world can we do it if it's never been done before in such record speed? And the answer is we have the power to do it. They say that the difference between the possible and the impossible is that the impossible just takes a little bit longer. We all have the ability to do incredible things, miraculous things. And indeed, by doing those miraculous things, we create a new creation in the world as never before. And nature itself is a very natural thing. We find that an apple, you throw away an apple, and the seed falls into the ground, and the seed decays and becomes a very putrid little thing. And then miraculously, of all miracles, all of a sudden it starts to sprout, and then it becomes into a tree, which grows into a whole new apple tree. And how in the world did that possibly happen? How is it possible for something like that to happen? Well, through God's creation and through the power of creation, anything is possible. And therefore, nature itself is a miracle. When a baby is born, it's completely a miracle. When a tree grows from a putrid little seed, it's a miracle. When we wake up in the morning and there's still earth below our feet, and there's air to breathe and water to drink and food to eat, this itself is a miracle. It should be seen as a miracle of creation. It takes place each and every day, each and every day, excuse me. So the fact is that we should look at creation in such a way. And through that, we will make our lives better and we will make the world better as well. Candle lighting tonight is at 5:56, and I want to wish everyone a good Shabbos.